Good morning for the last time from Disney's All-Star Music, where hurricane cleanup is still ongoing. Today's our travel day. We're going home. I'm on my way down to Bell Services to grab a trolley for the cases, and then we're going to have some breakfast and try and find a way to get to the airport. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. At the moment, the Sunshine Flyer, which is the bus that we've got booked to the airport, looks like it's not resuming its post-hurricane operations until 2 o'clock. Our flight is at 5:20. That's cutting it a bit fine in my view. So I think we're going to have to find an alternative arrangement. I've emailed the Sunshine Flyer. I emailed them yesterday when they said they'd resume when the airport reopened. They said our booking is still good to go, and then they put this statement out saying they're resuming from 2 o'clock. So I've emailed them again this morning. I haven't had a reply yet, asking if they are resuming from the airport at 2 o'clock or from hotels going to the airport at 2 o'clock, because if it's that one, that's going to be too late. And I don't know what the alternative option is. I assume just a taxi, and hopefully we'll be able to get one. This could be a stressful day. So we leave the room empty, and I've done the check, don't worry. We've now got to find a way of getting scooter plus luggage trolley plus kids in pushchair back to the lobby. The scooter is being collected, the person's on the way to do that. Pushchair is being collected shortly afterwards, and then we've got to get to the airport. Well, we're now in the food court with our bags. I could leave them in Bell Services, but it's like you then got to tip them for, I think, each bag, and we've got a lot of bags on the trolley, and they'll only be in there for a little while because we're just having breakfast and going. Alright, so I've had an email from the Sunshine Flyer now saying that all services are now cancelled for today. Yeah?
Where's the mash?
Where's what?
Mash.
Mash? We haven't got mash. The scrambled egg, potato things, bacon, Mickey waffles, sausages. It's all good. The breakfast's all good. Transport to the airport, not so much. I don't really know how we're going to get there now. Hopefully there'll be a taxi available. We're going to go and ask at reception to book us one in a little while. Still waiting for the stroller to be picked up. That should be happening very soon because the guy's just messaged me and said he's on his way. And then it's just a case of getting to the airport. We've got plenty of time. We'll be alright. Reagan's just gone out to try and sort out a taxi. Apparently we have to go to Bell Services to do that.
That one is like a too, look.
It does. Lots of people hire very similar pushchairs, don't they? Because they are pretty useful. If you're coming to Florida with 2 toddlers and you haven't got a double pushchair or don't want to bring one across, definitely rent one. Strollify's where we got ours from. Absolutely great. Really was a lifesaver. We were going to try and do it just with this one initially, but we definitely needed the 2. Because that one's only got 1 seat. We definitely needed the 2 seats. Toddlers get tired. Okay, so because the Sunshine Flyer was cancelled at such short notice, Disney, making some magic here, have put the taxi on their account, like the All-Star Music account specifically, which means we haven't got to pay for it. So thank you very much, Disney, we love you. That's amazing. Obviously we gave Bell Services a good tip for sorting that out. We're on our way to the airport, nice and easy, all good. All good. Just having a look to see if there's any storm damage around these parts.
It's all been cleaned up.
A lot of it has been cleaned up. Disney have done a really good job actually of getting things cleaned up pretty quick.
Car.
A car? The water levels look like they're pretty much down to normal now. I don't know how central Orlando's looking. Some of it did get flooded quite badly, but at the moment here at Disney World, on Disney property, at least at this part of it, you wouldn't know anything happened. Okay, so because of the quite quick taxi ride, we're here early. Plenty of time, check-in hasn't even opened yet, so we've got plenty of time. And I just got an email saying our flight's delayed by an hour. I expected that, to be fair, but still, a little bit annoying. So Reagan's just gone into the lavatory, and they're only gendered ones here, not a neutral one, so I'm not sure where I'm going to go, but there we are. And then we'll just probably have some lunch before checking in. The kids wanted to come and have a look at this fountain. There is another fountain at the other end. We've had a look in the SeaWorld shop, the Disney shop, the Universal shop, and that other shop over there. So we're just sitting here until our check-in opens, which is 1 o'clock, which is about 10 minutes. Robin's going for a little stroll around this fountain. The airport is fairly quiet at the moment, which is unsurprising because most of the flights from here today are still cancelled. The Virgin ones are not, as it's delayed by an hour, which might mean we can use the lounge because we've got a Revolut card, and I think you can use the airport lounge if you've got a Revolut card with a certain account on there. I'm not entirely sure, but let's find out. Not an ad, by the way.
Please stand clear of doors and hold on to the handrails. When the shuttle stops, please exit for gates 70 through 99.
Okay, we went up to the club lounge because we've got a Revolut Metal account, which supposedly gives you access to the lounge if your plane is delayed by an hour or more. What it doesn't tell you, unless you read the very, very, very small print, is that that only applies after your plane has been delayed for an hour. So even though we're delayed by an hour, you have to wait an hour until after the plane should have taken off to be allowed access. So since our plane will hopefully be taking off an hour after it was supposed to, we're not going to be allowed in. So Revolut need to make that clearer. Anyway, I'm now on the hunt for some water to stop the kids from screaming. Here's a fountain, and then we got to get something to eat. This one won't stop shouting.
They're hungry.
This one's playing with the cutlery. Oh, this one I don't even know. Tired. I'm tired. We've got a 9-hour flight still to go. It's 2:45, so we should be boarding in about 3 hours. I don't know, we're in Outback. I was going to go to McDonald's for lunch, but they insisted on bringing us through security straight away because I think that's how they do the booked assistance. Much like Heathrow did, although they were a bit more helpful here than Heathrow were. They gave us a wheelchair and let us just wander around with it once we were airside, so that's fine. So we're at Outback Steakhouse. I figured Burger King is closed anyway. There's tacos, there's a few other things around here that you can have, but I figured we should have a steak at some point in America, so last chance. You've got a bit of my steak. There's my steak. Megan got a steak and jagged potato, if you want to. That is a very nice steak. Airplane! That is our plane. It's just landed from Manchester, and that's going to form our service to Heathrow. Just coming into the gate now. Megan's sat over there, and we've come over here to have a look because the kids are very excited. It's 4:15. They're due to start boarding now at about 20 to 6. There it is, Lady Emmeline A350. That's what's taking us back. We came over on an A330 and we're going back on the slightly bigger A350. I'm excited to see what they've got on the seat back TVs because I think they've got live cameras dotted around on the outside of the plane that you can actually see like a live feed from the tail fin and from underneath the plane, which is really exciting. Have you seen an aeroplane, River? You're very excited about it. This is how River has decided to spend the wait for the plane. Which means I've got to walk up and down after them. Literally up and down the airport. We've done it about 20 times now. Now 5:41. River's on a run again. Oh. Airplane, come on. The kids are playing in front of the seats here. We're just waiting. They said they're going to be boarding about 6 o'clock. There's no way this plane's going to be leaving at 6:25, is there? I don't know. It's alright, at least we're here and ready to go. And we are on board. So much easier being the first one getting on board than the last. Orlando Airport is much easier to navigate than Heathrow, and special assistance actually works here, so that's good. Can you put that up, please, Robin?
I can't.
I want to see. So there's a plane that's just come in, I think. Or maybe it's just going, I don't know. We bought some Star Mix for the cabin crew. We did this on the way over as well, just a little thank you for the hard work they do. I'm not sure about these tables, you know. It comes down and then just sort of half, you have half a table and then a whole table if you're not too fat, which I just about am. And Reagan's doesn't even work properly anyway. I don't know, this is meant to be like a new fancy plane with all new tech, but I'm really not sure about this.
If my one comes down, it's in the doors.
This is so cool.
Cabin crew seats to take off.
On the camera you can see the curvature of the earth, that's really cool. That's I did have that Central Imperial. There's no one in this seat now. There was someone sat there, but he moved. So we're at 35,000 feet at the moment. 7 hours to go. That's sunset. That's sunset. Well, we found a city called Banana, so they're very excited now. You found Jakarta now. Robin's got their orange juice. Got my beer. Reagan's got whatever she's got. Vodka? Yeah. And River's asleep. Just look at that though. I mean, isn't that beautiful? One thing I like about the return flight, you get an amazing view of the sunset. So I've got Mexican chicken with cheese and vegetables and rice. Robin's got the kids' meal, but they haven't really eaten anything. Well, we can't quite see it out there. This is going to reflect me, but that's the sunrise. And the curvature of the earth again. That's really cool. I love the tail cam and the undercarriage cam. Oh, it's been a decent flight. I'm tired. Robin is tired because they refused to go to sleep and insisted on staying up and watching films. So I only got about an hour and a half. I probably got about half an hour sleep at the very most. River slept through most of it. So they're all very much awake now. Me and Reagan are not. But we'll be at Heathrow soon. Our gate. River's clapping. Are you one of those clap when the plane lands people? So we're going to hang on here for a minute while the bulk of the passengers get off, because we've got assistance booked. So once we've got a bit of a clearer walk, we'll be able to head down and get off, and hopefully Heathrow assistance will have turned up with a wheelchair. What are the chances? Well, Heathrow booked assistance hasn't improved in the last 2 weeks. So they turned up with a wheelchair after making us walk up the ramp from the plane and walk straight past Reagan, who was clearly struggling. And then they've come along with a train of wheelchairs, like one of those, the little machine they used to collect up all the wheelchairs and make a little train of them, and then sat people on it to take them down there, but only some of the people, not all. And they've left us and another family here without any sort of indication of what's going on. Oh dear, so the other family gave up and walked, and obviously are now in a lot of pain, but they've gone off, they missed their connecting flight, so they've gone off to do whatever they need to do. I left the wheelchair behind, so I've commandeered it, and we've made our own little wheelchair train, safer than what they were doing. And the guy said the issue was that there wasn't enough staff to help everyone properly, and we've come down to the lift by arrivals. There's loads of them sat there doing nothing. Heathrow. I can't. I don't have words. Oh, and what's more, we saw the bloke on the way back down, and he blamed the other family for missing their flight, and then said that we were fine doing this and he wasn't going to help us anymore, so good. We're on the Elizabeth line platform here at Heathrow. Getting through was an absolute pain in the arse. Special assistants didn't want to assist us at all. I ended up pushing the wheelchair, with Reagan pushing the pushchair, all the way down, all the way through passport checks, We go Tower Hill. We'll get there eventually. All the way to baggage claim, and then we had to abandon the wheelchair and get a trolley and sort of make our own way to the station. It's very stressful for Reagan to travel this way. We didn't have anyone to give us a lift, so we had to get the train, and it's far from ideal, but we'll be home soon, so I'm going to end the vlog there. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the whole series. So I hope you've enjoyed the series. Thank you for watching all the way through. If you have done, if you haven't, go back and watch the rest of the Disney World adventure. This guy keeps talking over me, so I'm just going to go. Thanks for watching. See you next time.